All right. Okay, boys. Big box from Z-Man. I mean, this is probably the biggest box I've had from them in a while. So, big box from Z-Man. Judging by the packing slip, most of it's back-ordered stuff from a few months ago. But I also had a small order I placed about 3 weeks ago from some just some normal stuff, jerk shrimps, minnows, jig heads, stuff like that. Not a big order. So, judging by what's in here, I got 2 boxes. So let's get to cracking with the first box here. I'm just going to dump it out. Whoops. Alright. So, like I was saying, jerk shrimps, Bloody Mary Sunday is probably my go-to color in that bait. Really enjoy fishing with it. It wasn't a bait that I used a lot of up until about a month or so ago when I was doing some stuff for Z-Man, and they were flat out crushing it. So we got Bloody Mary Sunday, Laguna shrimp, kind of like a pink with like a cream bottom there. And just for shits and giggles, electric chicken, pink with a lime green. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. Next up, just some regular old trout tricks. Did not have the color red bone. If you didn't know, red bone does glow in the dark. I found that out by mistake a long time ago. I had one on a jig head in my room hanging up. Went to bed, I'm looking, I'm like, what's glowing across the room? It was a red bone minnows, to be exact, which is why I grabbed some red bone minnows. Did not have that color. Just a different color, you know, like a green, like a light color belly with like a green pumpkin-ish top with some red fleck. Looks pretty good. So it's been a bait that I've used for a long time. I've caught some decent fish with it. An OG, not a whole lot of people talk about this color, root beer gold, which now it's just root beer gold. It used to be gold. Changed the name on me. But this color from back in the day, 2015-ish, 2016, I remember fishing the flats with this color. I was fishing at one of the old school jig heads. The Z-Man jig heads had the barb that went into the bait. Most of you probably don't even remember that jig head. But I do, and I remember using it with that bait right there. Even the one with the barb with the mushroom head, absolutely love that thing. It had a big bite gap on it. It held the baits all right. It's not like the swim bait eyes. But that mushroom head, they made it in gold. It matched up perfect. It looked so good on this bait. I wish they still made them, honestly. But, yeah, root beer gold. If you're looking for a cool color to fish with, it's like a straight-up gold belly with, like, just a really darkish gold top with gold fleck. Looks really good, especially in tannic water. Of course, my favorite color, the right stuff, my personal color right there. Got a couple packs, I think 6 packs of the minnows. I needed some more re-up to finish off the rest of the year. And my 2 favorite hooks that I've been using. The Pro Bullets 3/03 16th ounce, swim bait eye 3/03 16th ounce, and that gold eye. Love that gold eye for inshore, especially matching up with those minnows I just showed you. If I'm fishing the beach, fishing clear water, I tend to go with that clear eye, the silver eye. And I match that up with like a pearl blue glimmer, a pearl, an opening night, stuff like that. So just to change things up. Okay, this box, this little box here. All right, we'll get it here. Looks like we got some Evo chatterbaits on top here and some graph shads. So if you guys didn't know, The Evo chatterbait now comes in a tungsten version, so that's going to have a lot smaller profile on the head. It's going to give off a different sound underwater. That blade's going to be hitting that head. It's going to be more of like a tinging sound instead of a more thud sound with lead, which I've noticed. I've seen some videos where they have two different lead heads under the water, a regular tungsten and a standard lead. And even going over like rock and timber and just anything underwater, that lead has more of a thud, while this tungsten material has more of like a tinging sound. So whether it be bouncing off bottom structure and stuff like that to just the actual blade hitting the head of the jig, it's going to make a little bit different noise. Might change a bite for you compared to a standard jackhammer or Evo chatterbait with the lead head. A couple different colors. The lava craw, don't really throw a whole lot of red, but if we're going out of state, I'll have it. You can't really go wrong with white. Pretty much everywhere works. White works pretty much everywhere you go. It looks just like a bait fish. Whether it be saltwater or freshwater, every bait fish has a little bit of white in it. Black and blue was my number one up until a few months ago when the most hated color. I've never liked green pumpkin, but I was watching Mark Zona at Betts, and he's talking about matching the bottom, which I've always known to match the color of your bait to the structure that you're really fishing. And the bottom here is poop green, poop brown. So I picked that green pumpkin, pair it up with the diesel minnow and the right stuff. You got a good freaking combo right there. And then last but not least, glitter bomb. I saw this color at ICAST, thought it was pretty cool. You know, kind of like a sexy shag color. You know, I got that chartreuse, got the white in there. Throw a little minnows or paddlers or something on the back, or chatter shad or something like that, and you're ready to rock and roll. Another cool bait, you guys know I love the micro finesse stuff, especially for rainbow trout when we go to North Carolina, stuff like that, and then using them down here for when we go down to Miami, do the exotic stuff, to crappie, and you know where I live now. These guys kind of combine your micro finesse with the regular grub tails that Z-Man's had forever. And this is the guppy shads, or guppy grubs, sorry, guppy grubs. A little bit fatter body than your standard Z-Man grub, and it has that shad body to it. This is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to go out and try and catch some crappie with that. Not a whole lot of people really care about crappie here in the Tampa Bay area, but I always enjoy it, and if I ever do eat fish, I'm eating crappie because they're delicious. Graph shads. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but they are pretty cool. If you are a forward-facing sonar guy, this is going to be the bait for you. It is a line-through style, so the line goes from the top, and it connects right here on that little loop that the elastic's kind of on right there. So it keeps the bait horizontal in the water. So when you're working it, it's just going like that. You know, so the bait's just kind of dancing around. You do not have to use these for forward-facing sonar. You can fish them however you want. You don't have to have that device to fish this bait. I'm going to probably take these out tomorrow on the flats. I'm going to throw one just to see if I can catch a redfish or a snook with it, blind casting. I know guys are doing stripers and smallmouth bass and spotted bass. They're not using forward-facing sonar, and they're catching fish on it, just blind casting it. So if you know where the fish are, you can still throw that and catch fish on it. Big ballers. You guys have kind of already known about the big ballers. To take from the baby ballers, little micro finesse bait. Rig this onto Pro Bullets. Rig it on a Texas Eye. I know some guys are doing Texas Eye. And the Trout Eye X is another one that I see a lot of guys rigging this on. Perfect little bait. It's a trout style bait, but I know guys are catching redfish and snook on it as well. When I first got these, I was rigging it on a freaking chatterbait. I think it was a chatterbait trailer until I was told you're wrong. It is not a chatterbait trailer, but it does work. So you can throw it on a chatterbait. It's going to work. Moving on to something I don't really use a whole lot of, but I thought it was a really cool product, and I know a lot of people are going to use it here in Florida for not only bass fishing, but also tarpon, snook, redfish. You got a lot of guys that are fishing the the outflow canals and the lakes and ponds that have saltwater fish in them, and those fish tend to eat shad. So why not have a line through shad? So this is the Shadtron right here. It's a line through bait. Comes with a single hook on top. You push your line through, you tie it, your bait can slide up and down when you hook a fish. So this is the 4.5. They make this in a fall rate of, this is the ROF 5. They also do an ROF 12. So that's basically for every 5 feet, or for every 10 seconds, it drops 5 feet. For the 12, every 10 seconds, 12 feet. So depending on how deep water you're fishing or how fast you want that bait to sink, go with that size. So this color is mossback, I believe. Yep. So this is the one I bought from Betts. We got these a couple days ago from Betts. And I picked up this color, fished it for 30 minutes, caught a 3-pounder on it before the mosquitoes absolutely annihilated me. That stuff just kind of all over the place here. This color I thought was kind of cool. I saw it at iCast. It's called Fishbone. And just a different style, just a solid color bait. Kind of has that, your standard shad or herring color to it, almost like a blue hue on top. Might be a little hard to see it on camera, but pretty much anywhere you have shad, that's going to be a good color to throw right there. I've got some other colors in here. I got Sight Flash, and I got like a Sight Flash, this Sight Flash here, white, and then a threadfin shad. So here's your standard threadfin shad. Kind of has like a translucent belly to it. That's going to shine really good. There's some really good fleck in there. And of course, Sight Flash right there. And moving on to the big boy. This is a 6-inch bait. Let's grab one that's not messed up. So side by side, where's that other one? Side by side here, you can see the size difference between the two right there. So pretty good looking bait. I'm telling you, this thing's gonna actually get munched by a big snook. I remember fishing a spillway once. I had monster shad falling over the wall, and those snook were hitting it like it was nothing. So if they're hitting shad that are double, triple size to this bait, they're gonna have no problem eating this thing. So that's pretty much it, guys. Everything else is pretty much all the same in here, just different colors. Appreciate you guys for watching. I don't think I'll have another unboxing for a while unless I get some stuff from Shimano or something like that in the near future. So, or maybe some Z-Man stuff, some more back order. So I know that I have some more back order, but it's pretty much all chatterbaits, I believe. But if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to message me in the comments below. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok are all the same. Jesse Wright Fishing, if you haven't followed me on those. Anything regarding Z-Man, you can shoot me a DM or just comment below, and I'll answer it the best of my ability. I don't know everything about Z-Man, but I'm slowly getting better, and maybe one day I'll work for Z-Man. Who knows? I've been using their products for 11 years now, almost 12 years. So pretty cool to be fishing their stuff. Pretty cool to have a bait name after me. And yeah, man, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.